Great viewers, you're welcome to Enlighten TV, home of trending news, where we publish news on politics, entertainment, celebrity, and metro news. Another trending news today. The headline reads 50 years after Biafra War, coronavirus causes low-key commemoration. If this is your first time of watching any video in our channel, we urge you to click on the red subscribe button below this video and the bell icon beside it to stay updated. Yeah, the news in detail. This year's Biafra Day is being commemorated with low key as Nigeria grapples with restrictions put in place to curb the coronavirus pandemic, which has spread to almost all the states in the country. The event is marked every May 30th, mostly by pro-Biafra sympathizers and many Igbos, in remembrance of the brutal civil war which extended exactly 50 years ago after claiming millions of lives. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a separatist group calling for an independent Biafran country, has led protest marches and rallies to mark the civil war, but this has often resulted in violent confrontations between them and security agencies over the past few years. At least 150 peaceful pro-Biafra protesters were killed between August 2015 and August 2016 as Nigerian security forces embarked on what Amnesty International described as a chilling campaign and extrajudicial execution and violence in the southeast. During the 2017 Biafra Remembrance Day march, at least 60 people were killed as hundreds of protesters clashed with security forces across the southeast regions, according to Amnesty International. IPOB resorted to sit-at-home protests the following year of Biafra Remembrance Day, especially in the memory of pro-Biafra activists killed by security agencies over the years. In 2018, the group called for the closure of all markets within Biafran territory and a halt of all vehicular movement in the area from 12 a.m. on May 29 till midnight of May 30th. The order was overwhelmingly observed that year, but partially adhered to in 2019, following lockdowns already in place against the coronavirus, which has affected the Nigerian economy. The separatist group said it has replaced the sit-at-home order with a 3-day fasting and prayer. There won't be any sit-at-home or indoor protest or remembrance because our people have stayed much at home during the coronavirus lockdown. IPOB wouldn't like to bother the people with another lockdown in form of sit-at-home. A more powerful IPOB media secretary said in a statement on Thursday. After much consideration and deliberations, IPOB High Commissioner therefore urges Biafrans, both at home and in the diaspora, to observe this year's Remembrance Day with fasting and prayer. The program for the year's event will last for 3 days from May 27 to 30, 2020. This year's episode and the event will start with prayers and end with prayers. There will also be a candle procession at every state local government area, ward and church in our land. The Biafran Civil War, the Nigerian Civil War, better known as the Biafran War, July 6, 1967 to January 15, 1970, was a war fought between the government of Nigeria and the secessionist state of Biafra. Immediate causes of the war in 1966 included a military coup, a counter-coup, and persecution of Igbos living in the northern Nigeria. Ultimately, It led to the declaration of a sovereign state of Biafra by the then 33-year-old military officer Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu at the helm in 1967. In reaction, the Nigerian government declared war, and after 30 months of fighting, Biafra surrendered on January 15, 1970. The conflict officially ended. The government's policy of no victor, no vanquished may have led to a lack of official reflection, but many Nigerians of Igbo origin grew up on stories from people who lived through the war. The government has often been condemned for not prioritizing the preservation of the historic event like other countries such as Rwanda and the US, who have also fought civil wars. There is no date marked in the Nigerian calendar for the remembrance of the Civil War, and no cenotaph was built in remembrance of any of those who died. These and many other perceived marginalization fueled agitation from Nnamdi Kanu-led IPOB that is at the vanguard of the call for the independent republic, Biafra Republic, from the Nigerian state through a referendum. Meanwhile, there are some other activities lined up for the remembrance event. Human rights activist and former executive chairman of National Health Rights Commission, Chidi Odikalu, is among Igbo's leaders expected to speak online on Saturday as part of the 53rd anniversary of Biafra. Other speakers included social scientist and founder of Enugu Center for Memories, Patrick Okigbo. 3. Nicholas Omeka, visiting professor of history, Godfrey Okeye, University, Enugu. Ifeoma Ezechinachi, lecturer, Department of History and International Studies, Godfrey Okoye, University, Enugu, and Nna Nwachukwu, Knowledge Management Advisor, DFID. The BCC is also organizing a live panel session by 12 p.m. to mark the event. Those to speak are Onyeka Onwenu, singer and human rights activist; Nya Nwodo, president of Waneze Ndi Igbo, the Apex Igbo socio-cultural organization; and Tony Nadi. January, the Biafra War timeline, as compiled by BBC, includes the following, and it is pertinent for us to note at this point. January 1966 to Nigerian government was overthrown in what was seen as an Igbo coup. The junior army officer, January 1966, Lieutenant Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu, appointed the military governor of Eastern Region. July 1966, second coup, masterminded by Murtala Mohammed, Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon became head of state. June to October 1966, riots in northern Nigeria targeted at Igbos, killing many and forcing up to 1 million to return to the southeastern Nigeria. May 1967, Ojukwu declared the independence of the Republic of Biafra. July 1967, war begins. October 1967, Biafran capital Enugu falls. May 1968, Nigeria captures all-rich Port Harcourt. April 1969, Umuahia, new Biafran capital, falls to Nigerian forces. January 1970, Ojukwu flees Nigeria. January 1970, Biafra surrenders. Wow. We are delighted to have you listen to us to the end. So thank you so much once again for watching this video to the end. God bless us. We urge you at this point to drop your comment. Let's get to hear from you. Don't fail to hit on the red subscribe button below this video and the bell icon beside it to stay updated on all our latest news and updates. Thank you.